تفضل احكي يا هبلون.
That's what is me. When you see this, you think this is for Muslims. No, this is Jews. When Nebuchadnezzar in the year 5999, before Jesus Christ, he kidnapped the Jews and Prophet Ezekiel, and he brings them to Babylonia in Iraq.
Hey, wallah ya habibi, and where were we kidnapped from? Space? No, it's Jerusalem, Israel. You didn't state that fact because it would completely discredit all your arguments that Jews are colonizers in Israel. I mean, they did write the poem on the rivers of Babylon where we sat and wept, remembering Zion. But keep going, please. You seem very knowledgeable.
The Jews lived here in peace with Muslims until 70 years ago when the Zionism and Netanyahu make the Zionism stuff. But before that, we had no problem here.
Yeah, Jews lived in peace and harmony in this region before 70 years ago. It's all because of Zionism, right? Let's go through some events. 630 to 641, Jews living in the Levant are forced to pay a jizya as a result of the Arab conquest of the Levant. 640, Jews are expelled by Caliph Umar from Arabia. 642, the jizya is imposed on the native Jews of Egypt, Croatia, Tripolitani, and Fezzan. 720, Caliph Omar II bans Jewish worship on the Temple Mount. 807, Abbasid Caliph Harun al-Rashidi orders all Jews in the Caliphate to wear a yellow belt, with Christians to wear a blue one. 850, Caliph al-Mutwaki decrees dhimmis, Jews and Christians, wear a zanad, a honey-colored outer garment, to identify themselves as Jews. Further, their places of worship were destroyed with demonic effigies nailed to the door. They are allowed little involvement in government or official matters. 870, Ahmad Eid Tulun flattens Jewish cemeteries and replaces them with Muslim tombs. 1008, Caliph al-Hakim bin Amar Allah issues severe restrictions against Jews in the Fatimid Empire. All Jews are forced to wear heavy golden calves around their necks. Christians are to wear large wooden crosses, and members of both groups had to wear black hats. In 1009, Caliph al-Hakim ibn Amar Allah orders the destruction of synagogues, Torah scrolls, Jewish artifacts, among other non-Muslim buildings. 1011, the Abbasid Caliph al-Qadir publishes the Baghdad Manifesto, where he accuses the Fatimids being descendants from the Jews instead of being families of the Prophet. 1016, the Jewish community of Cairo, Tunisia is forced to choose between conversion and or expulsion. 1033, Tamim Inzeri conquers Fez, Morocco, and decimates a Jewish community, massacring 6,000 during the Fez massacre. 1066, Grenada massacre. Muslim mobs stormed the royal palace in Grenada, crucified Jewish vizier Joseph ibn Nakhrela, and massacred most of the Jewish population of the city. More than 1,500 Jewish families, numbering 4,000 people, fell in one day. 1071, Jerusalem falls to the Seljuk Turks. Many synagogues are destroyed, and life for Jews in Jerusalem becomes much more restricted. 1145, Abd al-Munim gives the Jewish population of Shilmaja the choice of converting to Islam or death. At least 150 Jews who refused were massacred. 1146, 100,000 Jews are massacred by the Almohad Caliphate in Fez, Morocco, and 120,000 Jews in Marrakesh. 1165, forced conversion of Jews to Islam in Yemen. 1290, the Jews of Baghdad are massacred. 1321, a Muslim mob destroys a synagogue in Damascus. 1333, forced conversion in Baghdad. 1392, the Jews of Damascus are accused by Muslims of setting fire to a central mosque. Although there's no evidence presented, one Jew was burnt alive, the leaders of the community were tortured, and the local synagogue was appropriated into a mosque. 1468, Sultan Gabay forces Jews in Cairo to pay 75,000 gold pieces or be expelled. In 1492, Askai Muhammad I decrees that all Jews must convert to Islam, leave, or be killed. Judaism becomes illegal in Mali. 1517, Hebron attacks. Jews are beaten, raped, and killed in Hebron as their homes and businesses are looted and pillaged. 1517, Safad attack. The Jews of Safad are attacked by the Mamluks and the Arabs. Many Jews were killed, and their businesses and homes were looted and plundered. 1656, all Jews are expelled from Isfahan because of the common belief of their impurity. The one who stays are forced to convert to Islam. 1679, the exile of Mauza. It is considered the single most traumatic event experienced collectively by the Jews of Yemen. All Jews living in nearby cities and towns throughout Yemen were banished by the decree of the king Imam al-Mahdi Ahmad and sent to a dry and barren region of the country named Mauza to withstand their fate or to die. 1721, Arab creditors set fire to Ashkenazi synagogues. Ashkenazi Jews are banned from Jerusalem along with anyone who looked like an Ashkenazi Jew. Remind you of anything? Some Ashkenazim dressed up as Sephardim to fool the authorities. 1815, 8 Jews are burnt at the stake in Algiers. 1830, the Persian Jewish population in Tabriz, Iran is attacked by a mob, resulting in most of the Jewish community either being killed or fleeing. 1830, the Jews of Shiraz are forced to convert to Islam. 1834, the looting of Safat was a month-long attack on the Jewish population population by Safad by local Arab population, resulting in a drastic reduction of the Jewish population. Before this attack, 50% of the population were made up of Jews. However, after the attack, many of the Jews fled to nearby cities. 1839, 40 plus Persian Jews are killed. The entire Jewish community of Mashhad is forced to convert to Islam in Al-Haddad. 1840, the Damascus affair, false blood libels, which caused an uprising against the Jewish community of Damascus. 1841, the Mosul blood libels. 1863, a Jew in Hamdan is lynched by a Muslim mob, and many others are severely injured. 1864, at least 500 Moroccan Jews are massacred in Marrakesh Fez. 1866, the Jews of Barfosh are forcibly converted to Islam. 1869, 18 Tunisian Jews are killed in a pogrom and an Arab mob loots Jewish homes and burns synagogues in Jerba Island. 1886, Jews are attacked by Arabs in Petah Tikva. 1892, Mullah Abdullah issues a fatwa to kill all the Jews of Hamdan if they refuse to abide by Jewish restriction. In case you were wondering, all those events happened before Herzl was even born, happened before Zionism, happened before the State of Israel. I can go into the 1929 Hebron attacks at the hands of Arabs. I can also go into your new modern history. The State of Iraq was established in the 1930s. Do you know what happened immediately thereafter? The Farhud broke out in 1941, where you and your people went to the streets attacking your Jewish neighbors, causing the ethnic cleansing of 100,000 to 150,000 Jews from Iraq. Shall we continue? Or can we put this argument to bed that Jews lived in peace and harmony throughout the Arab and Muslim world before the creation of State of Israel? The reason you state that is because to you, peace and harmony is Jews knowing their place, knowing that they are subjugated and oppressed at the hands of these Muslims. Peace and harmony to you looks like a Jew who does not fight back. But when the Jews fight back against your oppression and subjugation that has been going on for millennia, now you say it's the Jews' fault that we don't have peace. يعني تلحظ